Hi, Joe Muldowney here, and welcome to another edition of Running Shorts. My apologies to you. I usually try to get these videos out to you on weekends, usually Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon. But quite frankly, the bite has been really good lately. There's been really good fishing the past few days, and so I've been doing a little more fishing than doing my job here on YouTube. But I'm back, and it's beautiful outside here in South Carolina, and I want to do this video today to address something that a lot of people ask me about, and to give you my take on the way I feel about nutrition and fueling the fire. First off, of course, get all the good stuff out of the way. If you like this video, if you like these videos, hit the like button. If you would like these videos to come every week, and again, I'll get one out over the weekend. Like I said, a little bit behind here this week, but I will get one out over the weekend and try to get them out every week to you. Hit that subscribe and you'll always receive them. And also, if you want to share these with your other running friends, please do so. The more people we get to watch these videos, the more I'll keep doing them and the more advice that I can give you. But speaking about fishing, as I did before, I moved down here to South Carolina from Pennsylvania 4 years ago, and I hadn't gone fishing since I fished with my dad back when I was a youngster. And so I figured it's beautiful down here, got plenty of areas, the river, the lakes, the ocean not too far away. And I thought, well, I'll start fishing again. So what I do, I started watching YouTube videos about fishing. Experts, people have been doing it all their lives or much of their lives, and they taught me a lot about fishing. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do the same with running. I've been doing this a long time, in the 40-some year category. So I thought, well, let's just impart some of my knowledge and my experience, I guess, onto you. All right, so today's video is entitled, well, let's just say it's something that I learned years ago. A coach taught me years ago, a phrase that I kept in my mind all these years. That's called fueling the fire. Now, nutrition is a big thing for all of us. You don't want to put a whole lot of poison into your body if you don't have to. Inevitably, we do. And again, let me say right from the outset, I am not a nutritionist in any way. I have no degree or no specialty in that field. However, I'm just imparting to you what has worked for me over the years and what I've tried to convey to other runners, kind of picking and choosing things along the way that have been successful for both me and for other successful runners as well. First off, when you are running, and you know this, I've also often said in the field of dieting or diets that you might want to begin or start, it's a real simple one. You want to lose weight? Okay, let's try that again. You want to lose weight, you want to eat less and exercise more. But we're going to throw that aside. That's the easiest diet in the world, because you're already doing that, because you're a runner. So you almost get to a point where you're getting to the other side of that, where you are burning so many calories that you really need to fuel that fire, which is that hot furnace that is your body when you run. Now, once again, the little transitions in my life. When I had my knee replacement done a little over 4 years ago, I began doing a lot of cycling. And I really noticed the difference. You burn a lot more calories when you run opposed to when you ride. So again, you really do need to fuel that fire. So how do you want to do that? I have nothing against a person that may take the vegan lifestyle or knock red meat out of the equation. That's fine. And that's excellent. If you are taking the vegan route, though, again, make sure that you get those proteins, make sure that you get your fats through, eating nuts or things like that, to do it the right way, because you really do need to get the nutrition into your body one way or the other. All right, first and foremost is hydration. And none of those cups that they were talking about before, I like my red Solo cups, but here's a nice tumbler. Keep it with you pretty much all day long, and really hydrate, because you lose a lot of fluids when you run, as you know, when you run in the summertime, or even when you run in the wintertime and you overdress. We talked about that in a previous video. The sweat just pours out of you. And so you need to replenish that. Do so. Still, the best hydrator is water. It really is. I mean, the other electrolyte drinks out there, Powerade, Gatorade, all the others, they're fine. But again, water is still the best hydrator. How do you know when you're hydrated or when you're not hydrated? Well, it's kind of simple. It's a little bit graphic, but check your urine. If your urine is the color of water, you're good. You're hydrated. If your urine is very deep yellow or almost brownish, then you better start drinking your water. And again, just keep hydrating until you get to that point where your urine is going to be more clear. What about non-hydrators? There, as we approach St. Paddy's Day, there is nothing that I enjoyed more than a cold beer after a marathon. My stomach was kind of wonky, and whatever it is, the yeast or whatever in the beer really kind of settled my stomach. But again, remember, alcohol will dehydrate you. So beer once in a while isn't so bad, but again, in moderation. It may quench your thirst, a beer may quench your thirst, but it is not hydrating you, even though it may feel as though it is hydrating you. Caffeine is a very good thing. Your morning cup of coffee is good. Caffeine has been known to help marathon runners. So again, I'm not sure what the scientific reason for that is. Caffeine is good. Again, as with everything, in my diet advice to you is everything in moderation. If you like a steak once in a while, go for it. If you want to have a steak 4 or 5 nights a week, I doubt if anybody could afford that these days. But if you want that steak or that hamburger 4, 5, 6 nights a week, not good. Moderation. Vary that diet. But I think the bottom line of any dietary regimen is color. Get color into your diet. Get this blue, get this yellow, get this plethora of colors right here. Get this orange in there. I believe the American Cancer Society, don't forget that lettuce. Very, very important. I'd show you some of my onions that I grow in my garden, but it would really stink the place up. So I just I pick them out of my garden, I throw them on whatever I'm eating, and then I have to get rid of whatever is left over of the onion. So, but I believe the American Cancer Society a few years ago recommended 5 to 9 servings of colorful vegetables and fruits per day. That's a lot, but I'll tell you what, try to get a few of them in there every day. That's very, very important. So moderation, and remember that you need to fuel the fire. That's the theory behind carbohydrate loading. When you carbohydrate load, and we'll save that for another video of how to prepare for a marathon or a long distance event. But if you are preparing for a marathon or a half marathon and you're going out there and you're doing a lot of miles, have a nice pasta dinner the night before. You need that extra fat. When you get to the point in the marathon where you've depleted all of your fat stores, then you are starting to burn muscle. And then you're in big, big trouble. That's when you, quote unquote, hit the wall. So eat those pasta dinners once in a while. Pasta is good. Tomatoes are good in every way, in every health way. But again, I cannot emphasize enough the fruits, the vegetables, the varying your diet. But again, get those calories in because you need to fuel the fire. You are a runner. You are burning more. The only activity you're going to burn more calories in would be cross-country skiing, because you're not only using the lower half of your body, you're also using your arms to propel you as well. But that's it. Running is, a close second to the most calorie burn that you can possibly do, long distance running. And you're doing it for over a long period of time. So it is very, very important to, again, vary it. Don't go too heavy on the fats, but again, you do need the fats and carbohydrates to store up those fat stores that you sometimes need for the races that you are going to be running, or the intense and long workouts that you might be doing to prepare for a marathon or a half marathon. So everything in moderation. Have a couple of cookies once in a while. Go ahead, knock yourself out. You've earned it. You want to eat the whole bag of cookies? Not good. Keep it moderate. Finally, the one food, I guess you'd call it, to stay away from. I don't really know if it's food, but that corn syrup stuff, soda, knock soda completely out of your diet. And don't even go with that diet stuff. Out. Poison. Get rid of it. Don't drink any soda. I can't tell you really the last time that I've had a soda. It's sugar water. I had a good friend who was a great runner who actually owned a Coca-Cola franchise. And he just said, you're just drinking sugar water. You may as well just, liquefy some sugar and toss that right down. So stay away from soda. But otherwise, color in your diet, varying your diet, making sure you are getting that nutrition, staying hydrated both before and after you run, using the urine test to make sure that you are hydrated. And if you do that, if you keep the fire fueled, you'll be fine. One quick thing, the break-off number, at least for me, 2 hours before I go out to run. That's usually the last I'll eat, and that's a workout or a race. And there's nothing better than the B&B, especially if you're racing. What's the B&B? That's the banana and the bagel. And of course, wash it down with some water, a cup of coffee or something like that. But again, usually the break off is 2 hours. You want to make sure that you've gone to the bathroom and gotten that all out of the way so that doesn't kind of sneak up on you when you're running. So I hope this has been helpful. And nutrition again it's a fascinating field. I am certainly, not the greatest person when it comes to diet. I do like my sweets. I do like my ice cream, my cookies, my candy bar once in a while. But again, I try to keep it in moderation, and that's what I'm passing on to you. So again, I apologize for the lateness of this video. You'll have another one come up over the weekend. But again, like, subscribe, share. I'll be back next week. By the way, this weekend I am working as an official at a track meet down here in Myrtle Beach. This is something that I recommend to all runners. get out and help out at collegiate or high school or even junior high school track meets. These are the runners of the future, and pass along your knowledge to them, help them out, encourage them, teach them the rules. It's really important, and it's a lot of fun, and you get to see some great athletes. So it's something else that I think is very important for we runners to do, and I highly recommend doing it. Joe Muldowney, Running Shorts. I'll see you next time.